Hi, sir. We welcome you on our platform. Thoughts on
Yeah,
education.
Vikrant Pranam to all
Yeah.
of you.
So today we have Mr. Sathyanarayan, who is Group Director of Vikrant Group. We welcome you, sir, on our platform, and we need to have your thoughts on our platform. So let's start with the interview. I'll be asking you some questions, and you just need to share your thoughts on that. Is that okay, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's begin with the interview. Uh, Being the group director of Vikrant Group of Institutions, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
Okay. We develop students from all sections of the society. We focus on student-centric quality education system. We blend offline and online learning experience, keeping in view post COVID-19. Okay. Because we are passing through a pandemic, so we keeping the offline and online blend of learning. And finishing school we are very much focusing on. And our USP is the full form of Vikrant. I, I think you should know about it. V means vision,
Okay.
I means intelligence, K means knowledge, R means research, A means ambition, N means nurturing, T means talent. So we nurture all these aspects in every student we who come and join Vikrant Group of Institutions.
That's
And one of the important thing is we give one-to-one assessment and development of every student. We are planning to strengthen our training and placement. So we have tied up with CII Model Career Center. CII is a large confederation of Indian industries. It's a very large and oldest institution in India. We are the members of CII, and we also plan to start up an innovation center, that is a startup incubator to bring about startup culture. And then we want to focus on developing faculties and giving. We also want to very specifically focus, keeping in view the new education policy, giving importance to Matrabhasha. Okay. So, which will build the confidence in the students. And finally, I will say service for education.
okay.
That is our motto.
That's great. Great motto, sir. Our next question is: how does the curriculum of Vikrant Group of Institutions ensure the best practice of industry?
Okay, as you know, we are the recognized training partner of NSDC. We focus on skill development. We offer certificate programs in automotive, construction, electronics and hardware, capital goods, IT, and entrepreneurship management.
Okay.
So this we offer to the industry people who come and who are located nearby our centers. They come and take this facility. It's also open to our students, so they also can take up this certificate programs, which will benefit them in when they join the industry. We also going to start up an incubator in our campus, so which will make the students exposed to the startup culture, as well as they will learn about how to start the business, okay, how to make a business plan, okay. And then we're going to also come out with a finishing school program. I'd like to elaborate a bit. It is like, for example, some students who are want to take up a career in artificial intelligence or an IoT, or they want to take up on computational fluid dynamics. So they want to work for an aerospace company, okay, or they want to work for Amazon.
Okay.
They want to take an AI career. So we want to do a finishing school program where we will focus, okay, so where we'll focus the final year students to get them trained in these areas. So when they go for placement, they are ready for to answer those questions and able to take up those tests and able to be hired by these companies.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's great. Great. What do you think your roles and responsibilities to the group and the students are?
Okay, my roles and responsibilities as towards the Vikrant Group is first is to improve the quality. So we have the IQAC cell we have in place. We have an IQAC director in both the campuses where we are working. There's an entire team devoted for this. We are working hard to get this system in place. And the next important point is we want to improve results 100%. Okay. So
Okay.
we want to improve our results. So we are working how to make our students ready to do well in their exams. So we are working with all the faculty members to work on that particular aspect. We're going to improve the placement. Okay, we're going to tie up with companies. That's how we got into membership with CIA. So we're using the Dost app, CIA Dost app. We will job Dost app. We will
Okay.
be using the placement where the students will be prepared. They will take a test. They will know where they are good at. For example, students who are good at analytical skills. Okay,
Okay.
so that scorecard will show they are good at analytical skills, and then if they are good at say communication skills, so they will show like they can take up this jobs of this type. So this is all these important things we are working on. Next is we want to add value added multidisciplinary courses as an affiliated institution, and we want to move towards autonomous. Okay,
Okay.
so we are working on towards autonomous, how we can become autonomous, and that's part of the new education policy. And toward the students, we encourage students to excel in innovation. That's
Okay.
how we're coming up with a startup incubator to encourage startup culture. Okay, and we're going to also encourage student exchange programs. Okay,
Okay.
so we're going to tie up with universities. We're going to tie up with other institutions, like we'll maybe tie up with University of Petroleum in Dehradun. Maybe we can send our fire fire technology students there for about 6 months. They can spend there. Their students can come and spend with us. We're going to also encourage students on sports. We give a lot of emphasis on sports. We have excellent sport facility. So we will give a lot of as you know, we have this webinar on Junoon. So we encourage our students to on sports. We want them to be represent the state level and national level. We want them to be Olympian champions. Okay, we encourage all form of sports. Okay. So we also encourage students to write. So we have this e-magazine called We Connect. So we have a lot of articles from students. We are also coming out with a new webinar series called Udan, that is
Okay.
for the startups. Okay, so that will be launched quite soon.
Great. Great. What do you think should be the Vikrant Group of Institutions' top priority over the next 10 years, upcoming 10 years?
Okay, I'll tell you very briefly, and
Yeah.
we based on our chairman. Okay, has from one what we have chairman has guided us clearly what we want to be in next 10 years. So based on that, I'm going to explain to you what's our top priority.
Yeah.
Academic excellence. We want to be excellent in academics. We want to be number one in MP and Central India. So we also want to encourage multidisciplinary, keeping in view the new education policy. And we also next is we want to be autonomous institution. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to go for NAC and NB accreditation. Okay. So NB accreditation for certain programs where we are good at. And then we're going to start this the innovation center which we're going to start. We want to make it an accelerator. Okay, so where we can maybe we can tie up with Microsoft or with a Cisco or or Schneider Electric.
Okay.
or center of excellence, or we can work with some industries nearby in Indore or Gwalior to
Okay.
set up an accelerator. And we want to encourage our core values, and that is our USP. Okay.
Okay.
And the sports star, we want to encourage a lot of students in sports, and because that is a strength, the students are good at sports, so we might start a sports institute. If the students, like, there are a lot of new things coming up in sports, like they study the video. If you want to be a swimmer in 100 meters, they
Mm-hmm.
study how the strokes has to be done. Okay, you want to be a badminton player, how you going to take the shots of this particular direction it comes. How do you calculate, and at what speed if you should do. Or you want to play cricket, how do you do the googly, the spin. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so how do you use rub those things in a proper way. A lot of scientific studies going on in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So we might start this if our students' strengths are in sports. And finally, we want to streamline the Vikrant Business School.
Mm-hmm.
And being in Central India, we have some specialization. I mean, very special about Central India is supply chain.
Okay.
Okay, so if Amazon or let us say automotive warehouse is located in Malwa region in Indore, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you take some 300 or 400 kilometers in around, take a radius,
Mm-hmm.
it's closer to Baroda, it's closer to Surat, it's closer to the Aurangabad. You have it's very strategically located.
Mm-hmm.
So we plan to work on a supply chain specialization in
Okay.
business school, where we can have our own USP. We'll be a national institution where we collaborate with international organizations or international institutions to offer this course.
Great, great. What do you see as Vikrant Group of Institutions' greatest strength?
Our greatest strength is our dedicated management, okay, under the leadership of our chairman, Sri R.S. Rathod. Okay, that is our the greatest strength. And then we have multi-location campus. We have a campus in Indore. We have a campus in Gwalior. Okay, and we have all the facilities, excellent facilities, campus with sports and other infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
We have an excellent team, dedicated team. So we take on a task, we complete it.
Okay. So one last question, but not the least. Any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
Yes, definitely. See, I have been into this profession for quite some time, many years.
Okay.
So what I see in every student is they should come up with an idea in a classroom. Okay, where I just tell you an example. I met a young chap. He was just 27 years old. His name is Ganapati, at Industry of Science. Okay, and he was giving a talk at Industry of Science. He's part of the Industry of Science incubator.
Okay.
He has signed a contract with ISRO. Okay, and he said a very interesting story, which I think I like to share with my students here. Is the idea came in the classroom. Okay, he wanted to take up start his own. He wanted to start his own company. Okay, so he started developing the product. He was sitting in the back in the classroom and studying, lot of developing those ideas. Okay, and then he finally made the product. He showed it to ISRO. They signed a contract. And the recent launch of the satellite, his product was used. Okay. So you see, that's what we want. We want to start with an idea in the classroom and make the idea into reality. Okay. It's not just Ganapati's story. I can tell you so many other stories. Okay. And these students are very humble background. They come from a very tier 2, tier 3 cities. Okay. And even today morning, when I was discussing with IoT workshop,
Mm-hmm.
they are students who have worked, like they're coming from a village. So they have seen their parents struggling to switch on the irrigation pump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what the student did is he put a sensor in the in the irrigation pump. Now, why irrigation pump is important is that it's raining in the monsoon,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and you have to pump out the water, or you have to pump the water to the irrigation fields, and you have to switch it off. It is when it's flooded.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, when it gets flooded, the crops will get spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did was he put a sensor there. He was sitting in his room in his house, and he was switching on the pump when required.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is the route what we call the grassroots level innovation. So that's what I suggest is idea in a classroom and make the idea into reality. The next thing is stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you want in life, you once you determine what I want in life, so you stay focused and channelize your energy to achieve your dreams. Okay, you you have to be focused throughout and try to achieve your dream. Then I will say, keeping in view COVID, my suggestion is think local, very, very local. You think, look at the local problem you have, and then you make a prototype of the product and sell globally. You take the example of, these Oyo rooms, Oyo hotels, the Oyo channel, okay, which is the what he brought is all the hotels. You wanted to go to a city, you want to book a hotel, so the website was made it available, and it was done in a localized manner. The student who developed that product was in a very small scale, and now it's a very global company. Okay, you take the example Swiggy, you take the example of so many startups. Okay, so think local and then make it global. Okay, so you test the concept locally and then scale it up and make it global. And finally, my advice is innovate, because you cannot look for others to find sending solution for you. You only have to find solution for yourself.
Great. That's a very really motivating words for the current youth. Sir, finally, if you can give some suggestions or some few words for Collegedunia.
Collegedunia is an excellent platform. I remember, whenever when students are looking out for institute just after their 10th or 12th, they always look for Collegedunia and they get the review clearly,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you a forum where they can get the feedbacks. Okay, and they also can share their feedbacks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an excellent platform, and I look forward that many students utilize this opportunity, utilize this platform, and join the institution of their dream.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your suggestions. We'll really work hard for working on your suggestions. It was nice really interacting with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.